Because explosive claims are blowing up online, it seems Cardi B didn't just walk away from Stefon Diggs over a typical celebrity breakup. It may be deeper.
Months pregnant. Offset went through her phone and called her texting a nigga. Some dog nigga named Stefon Diggs. Some football player. He done everybody's hoe in the game, which is kind of ironic because every time your girl want to get their lick back.
WAP. What does that stand for?
That's Cardi B.
Insiders are saying what she allegedly discovered behind closed doors was far darker, messier, and more embarrassing than anyone expected. From the outside, people only saw the polished version of the relationship: luxury trips, courtside moments, private jets, and flashy posts that made everything look perfect. It all felt smooth and exciting, like they were truly living that power couple life. But according to sources close to him, that glossy image may have been hiding something far more complicated behind the scenes. While Cardi was reportedly trying to hold things together, quiet rumors began to surface that Stefon wasn't dealing with just a random situation. Instead, insiders claim he was allegedly involved in a secret connection with another major name, Young Miami. The moment Cardi supposedly got hold of the receipts, everything escalated in a way no one saw coming. Hidden voice notes, late-night messages that didn't add up, and discreet hotel meetups that were never meant to be discovered all started coming to light. At first, Cardi allegedly brushed off the signs, trying not to overthink things. But once the evidence began piling up, sources say it quickly shifted from small doubts to something much more serious and painful. During an emotional live stream, Cardi reportedly hinted that this wasn't just about typical infidelity. It felt deeper, more personal, like a betrayal happening right in front of her. And if even part of these claims are true, what she allegedly uncovered about Stefon and Young Miami could turn this breakup into one of the most talked about celebrity scandals online this year.
I'm just saying, you done got me a whole hour and some interrogating me. It's your time. Is you dating? Cause girl, you look good at that game, girl. I was here on the jersey, all that. Like, stop trying to hide it. Don't put the jersey on. I'm trying to tell her how we do. For real, make them folks mad.
Oh my God, man, Tia just woke it up. It's always a
and if they don't stand on business, Young T coming for his.
Oh, I gotta put you on his egg.
Girl, he
long mouth alligator.
He finna Birkin all that out. He finna turn it up because he don't
I forgot he put the clothes on now.
want it. He don't want this.
For months, everything about their relationship looked picture perfect. Cameras caught them laughing courtside, and their social media feeds were filled with luxury vacations, designer gifts, and flashy late-night moments. From the outside, it seemed like Cardi B had stepped into a fresh, exciting chapter, especially after everything she had been through during her long, complicated history with Offset. But behind that polished image, insiders claim something unusual was already beginning to unfold. People allegedly close to the situation say Cardi started noticing small changes in Stefon Diggs' behavior. At first, it didn't seem like much. Quick phone calls he would suddenly take in private, messages he would close the moment she walked into the room, and nights where he claimed he had team responsibilities but became impossible to reach for hours. Over time, those little things began to feel harder to ignore. The pattern, according to insiders, slowly became impossible to overlook. In the beginning, Cardi reportedly tried to brush it off. In celebrity relationships, privacy can feel normal. Athletes travel constantly, schedules change overnight, and rumors circulate online every single day. So she allegedly convinced herself she might just be overthinking things. But that uneasy feeling never really went away. In fact, insiders say the doubts only grew stronger. The more Cardi paid attention to Stefon's routine, the more things began to feel off. Flights that didn't match his official schedule, hotel bookings with no clear connection to games, late-night outings that felt unusually secretive, even for someone used to living in the spotlight. Then, according to gossip spreading online, something happened that changed everything. Cardi allegedly came across a set of hidden voice notes and private messages on Stefon's phone. At first, nothing seemed too serious. The conversations looked casual, playful jokes, relaxed chats, vague plans about possibly meeting up. But then, one name kept appearing again and again. Young Miami. Once Cardi reportedly noticed the pattern, sources say she started paying much closer attention. The messages allegedly hinted at more than just friendly conversation. There were references to private dinners, quiet late-night meetups, and comments about keeping certain things low-key. Nothing that directly confirmed anything serious, but enough to make anyone stop and start asking real questions. Still, Cardi reportedly didn't react right away. Instead of confronting the situation immediately, insiders claim she chose to stay quiet and observe. In her world, one wrong move can explode into headlines within minutes. A misunderstanding can quickly turn into a full-blown media storm. So rather than reacting emotionally, she allegedly decided to move carefully and gather real information first. And that's when things started to look even more suspicious. According to sources, paparazzi-style clips and random hotel lobby sightings began surfacing online. At first, people dismissed it as coincidence. Celebrities travel constantly, and it's not unusual for famous names to end up in the same cities, or even the same venues. But then fans started noticing something that didn't feel random. Multiple times, Stefon Diggs and Young Miami were reportedly seen in the same locations at the same time. The same cities. The same weekends. Sometimes even the same events. That's when people online really began paying attention. Soon, gossip pages, vloggers, and celebrity bloggers started asking serious questions. Were they just moving in the same social circles? Or was something happening quietly behind the scenes? Nothing had been confirmed publicly, but the pattern people were seeing began to feel harder to ignore. Meanwhile, everything between Cardi and Stefon still looked normal on the surface. They were still being seen together, still posting, still appearing like everything was fine. But according to insiders, the pressure behind the scenes was already building. Cardi had allegedly seen enough strange signs to feel uncomfortable, but not enough clear proof to fully understand what was really going on. Then came the moment that reportedly pushed everything closer to the edge. According to rumors circulating through entertainment forums, Cardi eventually came across multiple voice recordings and private messages that raised even more questions. These messages allegedly suggested that Stefon and Young Miami may have been arranging quiet meetups far from public attention. One message reportedly mentioned a low-key dinner in Miami that no one else was supposed to know about. Another pointed to a hotel stay booked under a different name. If those claims are accurate, insiders say that was the moment Cardi realized something wasn't adding up. Even then, she reportedly stayed calm. Reacting too quickly could destroy any chance of finding the truth. So instead of confronting him immediately, she allegedly continued watching, listening, and piecing everything together. Meanwhile, the public had no idea anything was wrong. Fans were still celebrating the relationship across social media. Photos of Cardi and Stefon smiling together continued to circulate. People were calling them an unexpected but exciting power couple. But behind the scenes, according to insiders, things were becoming increasingly uncomfortable. The more Cardi looked into everything, the more it all seemed to point in the same direction. And somehow, that direction kept leading back to Young Miami. At first, insiders say Cardi hoped it was all a misunderstanding. Maybe the messages didn't mean anything serious. Maybe it was harmless conversation blown out of proportion. But then something reportedly happened that made it impossible to ignore any longer. A confrontation. After weeks of growing suspicion, Cardi allegedly decided to ask Stefon directly about everything. The rumors, the messages, the patterns she had been noticing. What happened next depends on who you believe. Some say Stefon denied everything, insisting the conversations were taken out of context. Others claim the conversation became tense quickly, with both sides questioning each other as emotions began to rise. According to rumors, Cardi started questioning whether the relationship had been completely genuine, or if part of it had been influenced by the attention that comes with being linked to one of the biggest names in music. Once that doubt entered her mind, insiders say everything started to look different. The luxury trips, the courtside appearances, the viral social media moments. Suddenly, they didn't feel as real anymore. Some insiders claim Cardi began wondering if those moments had been carefully curated for public attention rather than built on something genuine. While all of this tension was building privately, the public still believed everything was perfect. Fans continued celebrating the relationship online. Bloggers speculated about future appearances, collaborations, and whether Cardi had truly moved on from her past with Offset. But according to people close to the situation, the reality was far less glamorous. Behind the scenes, the relationship was reportedly already hanging by a thread. Then came the moment that pushed everything over the edge. Super Bowl weekend. As one of the biggest entertainment events of the year, it brings celebrities from everywhere into one place, private parties, exclusive gatherings, and high-profile events taking over entire cities. According to insiders, Stefon was attending, or even hosting, multiple high-profile gatherings that weekend. At first, Cardi didn't think much of it. That kind of environment is normal during major events like the Super Bowl. But then, whispers started reaching her. Sources claim Cardi began hearing that some of the guests at those private events included women who had previously been linked to Stefon, along with a few controversial names already tied to past celebrity drama. What caught attention the most, though, were rumors suggesting that Young Miami may have been present at one of those same gatherings. Nothing was confirmed, but even the possibility was enough to raise serious questions. If true, it would mean the same person Cardi had allegedly been suspicious about was now appearing in the exact same spaces, while Cardi was still publicly in the relationship. After weeks of quiet tension, insiders say this was the moment everything became impossible to ignore. Cardi reportedly began watching everything unfold in real time, through social media clips, party footage, and messages from people who were actually there. As more posts surfaced, the picture started to feel less like coincidence and more like a pattern. At that point, insiders claim the trust was already fading. That night became the turning point. Cardi made a decision she had been struggling with for weeks. The relationship had to end. Not just because of rumors, but because the pattern had allegedly become too strong to ignore. But if people thought the story would end quietly there, they were wrong. Because the biggest moment hadn't happened yet. Everything shifted when Cardi decided she was done staying silent. The internet lit up when she went live and started speaking directly to fans. At first, it was calm. She talked about how difficult relationships can be in the public eye. The pressure, the rumors, the constant attention. But as the live stream continued, the tone reportedly changed. It became more emotional. She hinted that the breakup wasn't caused by one moment, but by a pattern. A build-up. Something that had been happening over time. She spoke about late-night calls that didn't make sense, messages that felt off, and travel plans that raised questions. At first, she admitted she tried to ignore it. But eventually, the clues became too clear. While she never directly named anyone, many viewers believed her message pointed clearly toward the rumors involving Young Miami. The chat flooded with reactions. Fans began connecting everything. The sightings, the messages, the timing. One line from the live stream stood out and spread quickly across social media. "I thought I was in a relationship, but sometimes it feels like I was just part of a storyline." That sentence alone sent the internet into a frenzy. Some people supported Cardi, saying the situation sounded like clear betrayal. Others pushed back, arguing that rumors can easily spiral out of control online. Meanwhile, fans dissected every detail, the travel overlaps, the party appearances, and the tension that had reportedly been building behind the scenes. One thing became impossible to ignore. This had turned into a full-blown celebrity controversy, and what made it even more intense was the silence. Neither Stefon Diggs nor Young Miami publicly responded to the rumors. No statements, no denials, no explanations, just silence. And in celebrity culture, silence often fuels even more speculation. Now, people are left asking the same question. Did Cardi B really uncover something happening behind her back? Or is this another case of rumors and pressure turning a private situation into a public storm? For now, the truth sits somewhere in the middle, between claims, speculation, and unanswered questions. But one thing is certain. If new receipts, messages, or insiders come forward, this story could grow even bigger. And the world will be watching.